It's really, really nice out. Really nice. There's bees and butterflies and dragonflies, and birds, planes. There went another butterfly. It's nice out. It's supposed to be like 90 degrees today. My fingers are turning purple. I did cut some beets earlier though when I was making pickled eggs, so that might be part of the reason. First, I need to peel this part off. Oh, there's another. What's that? There's a little solitary bee. That's the seed pod. We need to save that for the pectin. Boil those for the pectin. That's the trick. And maybe save some for seeds, but not these. Is that Shelby? I have some things to plant and transplant. I want to take the fig tree out of the box, the big garden box over there, and put it in a pot, because it's just a small tree. Little Miss Figgy. And then that garden bed will be freed up, and I can plant some greens and purples. In there. I also need to transplant my little lemon tree into a different pot. And I need to put the prickly pear into a bigger pot. I have some up-potting to do. And here comes Shelby. Shelby, you gonna come see me? Shelby. She's so cute. She comes when you call her. Hi, sweetheart. Would you like one of these? All right, let's watch. There it is. Boop. She might try to eat my finger because it's all purple. No? Lola, get out of the way. You don't want it. Hi, can you move? Yeah. What, you want it? No way. I'm gonna use it. Move. Shelby doesn't need it. There. Alright. Shelby's hiding. Alright. Never mind. Lola's wanting attention now because I'm talking, paying attention to Shelby, so Doo-doo. 3 questions. I will make more Miss Piggles. She's just been very lazy. Doesn't do a whole lot. But I'll make more for you. I was just thinking that I need to make some more Miss Piggles videos. Oh, there's different food rescues and things. Hey now. You can look around and see if there's any where you live. I found some that are in like the Midwest where my friend lives in Iowa and things. So they're around. You just gotta kind of look. This one that the main one that I get the good deals from here in Phoenix is called the 3000 Club. You can look them up and maybe they've got like ideas of. But the thing is, it's usually stuff from like local farms and stuff. So if you live in an area that has a lot of farms, they usually have a lot of extra produce and things. And there's a lot of farms in Arizona, even though, you know, people would not think that. They think it's the desert. But they actually grow a lot of the food for the country here, especially in the winter time. So where I live, where I go, it actually has less stuff in the summertime and more stuff in the wintertime, where other places in other states, they would be more stuff in the summertime. You know what I mean? But, and then there's this other one that I went to the other day, and it's called Bountiful Baskets. And that one is in lots of different states. Like I know they have that in Iowa, for instance. That's kind of why I went and I made that one to show my friend what I got and, you know, what she could expect if she were to go. Because she has some, she's getting, she's got like brittle bone disease and she's getting a shoulder replacement and surgeries and all this stuff. And so it's hard for her to get around. So I was like, hey, try this. Yeah. But the 3000 Club, the one that I go to the most, they're kind of hit or miss also, you know. You got to pay attention and see when they've got the good deals. And then they're only open certain days at certain times, and you got to go get in line and, you know, do all that jazz. But it's worth it. You know, sometimes for $10 or $20, you can get a whole bunch of stuff. And then I can get, lots of times you get like whole cases of stuff. So then I make things. Like I went not too long ago and I got like cases and cases of strawberries. And you know, they're gonna go bad. And so I made a whole bunch of strawberry jam with them. And I fed them to Miss Piggles, of course. Okay, hold on, I can't. Sorry, I gotta do Do they allow you to go often? Oh, yeah. No, anybody can go, and you can go whenever it's open. Um, it's not. Yeah, it's you pay. It's anybody can go there. You don't have to show any ID or anything. You just go, and you say how many orders you want, really, because some people will go there and they'll get lots of orders. It's a set thing that they have. They'll be like, today you get this, and then you can get multiple orders of that. So some people will go and be like, I want 3 or 4. So it's $10 an order. Sometimes I get one order for $10. Sometimes I'll get 2 orders, because sometimes they'll have a bonus if you get 2. They'll say, if you get a double order, then you get this whole case of Mexican Fanta variety pack or something. Those are popular days. Yeah. That's here. They have one in Phoenix and they have one in Tucson. But I guess somebody burned down the Tucson warehouse, like arson, burned it down. Somebody lit it on fire on purpose, like burned their trucks too. I don't know. They had, surveillance footage. So why would anybody burn down something like that, where it's like helping the community and helping, food waste and keeping food from going to the landfills and stuff? And Shelby loves strawberries. So, yeah. The 3000 Club one that I go to, they have that on Wednesday and Friday afternoons, and then it's always different what they have from time to time. Sometimes they get like all the stuff from Starbucks, like the Starbucks sandwiches and muffins and pastries and stuff and cake pops, and you'll go and you'll get like a bag full of those. That's kind of people like to go on that day. But they get all kinds of different stuff. It's weird. I don't know. And there's different organizations, but it kind of depends on how many organizations you have like that where you live too, because I guess there's some places, I don't know, that some states that really don't have many organizations like that at all. They just let everything get thrown away and people starve to death. And I don't know. Oh. Yep. It's always different. You get a lot of cases of drinks there, different kinds of drinks. Sometimes you get, like, sometimes I don't go because it's just too much junk food and stuff, and I'm not trying to go get a bunch of cases of Doritos and stuff. The one that I went to the other day was like different. That was more of a produce share buy-in. Where that's like, what 2 people would get, and that's like the fruits and vegetables you would get for the week or 2 weeks or whatever, for 1 week. And that would be like your fruit and vegetables.